Hello all, welcome to NetSet OS. Today in this video we'll be solving our LEETCODE problem, longest mountain in an array. So as the question says, there will be an array. As given in this example, we have an array over here. Now when I plot here, it will be quite like this. As the word comes mountain, first there will be an increasing sequence. Then there will be a peak, and after that it will be a decreasing sequence, so that there will be making the shape of mountain. So here with this example we can see there are two peaks over here, peak 1 and this is peak 2. And then the question demands we need to find out longest mountain in an array. That means the peak which is longest. So here we can see this is a longest mountain. So here we need to find out the index. Hence our answer will be this. Between this index we have our longest mountain. So by now we are clear with our question. Now we will see the algorithm how to solve it. As we have seen, first we need to detect how many peaks are there. Peaks कैसे निकलेगा? हमको आइटरेट करना पड़ेगा हर एक नंबर पर. जैसे यहाँ पे 16 है. Here we will be seeing that 15 and 9 should be less than 16. तो ये एक peak बना रहा है. Peak. So here we are getting the second peak. That's why first in step 1 we need to iterate on each number so that the left and right side of that iterated number should be less than it. If it is less than, that means it is making the peak. So by now we'll be getting the peaks in an array. Then we will be keeping these peaks in one data structure. Here I'll be keeping in dictionary with respect to Python, or you can use hash map if you're using the other language. So by now we got the peaks over here. Then in step 3 we need to find out the deepness of this peak. So that we'll be doing with respect to left as well as right. All the numbers should be less than it. And after that we'll be having left, and here we will have right. So once we get left and right, we'll be getting the index by subtracting it. Let's understand this with respect to example. Here we have the same array. Now with respect to algorithm, I'll be iterating on each of the number. So here I'll start with first index. Here why I have taken from second index, so that I can compare with both of the numbers with respect to left as well as right side. So here I'll be checking for each number with its neighbor. First I need to check 15 whether 15 is less than 10 as well as less than 16, but 16 is not less than. Here it is keeping on increasing. So this is not a peak. Next, is 16 greater than 15 and also 16 greater than 9? That means 16 here, and here we will have 15 and here we will have 9. So it is making a peak. That means we got first peak, which is 16. Now we will check for the other numbers. 9. Is 9 greater than 16? No. Then we will check with respect to 4. 4 is greater than 9? No. Then we will check with respect to 3. Is 3 greater than 4? No. So it is not a peak. Then we will check with respect to 11. Is 11 greater than 3 and 1? Yes. Here it is making a peak. So we got our second peak. So by now we got our two peaks. Now we'll be keeping these two peaks in dictionary data structure with respect to its index. On second index we have 16. This is key, and here we have value in our dictionary. Now in third step I need to check the deepness. So here with respect to 16, first I'll be checking with respect to 16, the left should all be less than it or not, and here I'll be keeping the index. If the number on the left is less than it, the index will keep on decreasing. Now here my arrow is on second index. Here I'll check whether 15 is less than 16. Yes, so it will shift to the left and my index will be 1. Then I'll check whether 10 is less than 15. Yes, so here our arrow will shift on 0th index. Now in the left I don't have anything. That means the deepness of peak on the left is at 0th index. Now I'll check the deepness of this peak on right of 16. So here on right it is on third index. Now I need to check whether it is deeper or not. So as 9 is smaller than 16, arrow will shift on right side, and here we will have index 4. Then I'll check whether 4 is less than 9. That means here on right side it is getting deeper. Firstly it was 16, which is our peak, then 9, and now it is checking for 4. 4 is less than 9. The right index will be shifted to right. So here we will have 5th index. Now in right I'll be checking after 4. Here I had 9 and here 16. 16, 9, 4. Now I have 3. Whether 3 is less than 4? Yes. So our right index will be shifted to 6th index. Now after 3 it will check for 11. Is 11 less than 3? You can see 11 is an increasing sequence. It is making its own mountain. So we won't be including this index over here. Now I got one mountain over here which is from 0 to 5. So for peak 1, which was 16, at second index it is making from 0 to 5 index. This is a mountain. Now we will check for this second peak, which is at 6th index. So with respect to 6th index I'll be checking the left deepness as well as right deepness. So here I'll be having left is at 5th index, 1 less than my peak. So here peak is on 11, then this is 3. As 3 is less than 11, so left will be shifted to 4th index. Now I'll be checking for 4 value. Here it is on 3. Now I need to check whether 4 is less than 3, because here 4 is on another increasing sequence. So I will not consider this. Here the mountain left will be starting from 3 only, where it is 3 and peak is on 11. Now I need to check with respect to right side, the deepness of right, since we have just one number on the right. First I need to verify whether 1 is less than 11 or not. So I'll be keeping an arrow over here, right, and we'll check whether 1 is less than 11. Yes, it is less than. So here I got one more mountain range which is making 11 as peak, and if I check its index, it is from 5 to 7. Number left to it is 5 and number right to it is 7. So this is one mountain, and here we have the other mountain from 0 to. Now I need to check which is the longest over here. Longest I can check with the help of these index. So this is the concept of longest mountain in an array. Now let us see the Python program for it. Here first I'll define longest mountain with a array over here. So here A is a input parameter, and here first of all I'll take the empty dictionary, so that firstly I'll perform the step 1. First I need to have all the peaks in an array, and peaks I can detect the number should be greater than its left as well as right side. If it is satisfying this condition, I'll be keeping that number in the peaks. After this, I need to check in second step the deepness. So deepness will be checked from left side first and then right side. Left side should be less than the number itself, and the left will be decrementing, so that it will be checking for each number for its left side. Then we will check for right side. The number on the right side should also be less than it, and it will be keeping on increasing. As mountain peak is always the greatest, the left side of this peak should be less than it, as well as the right side of this peak should be less than this peak. So after measuring everything, we will get the deepness for both of them. Now in the third step, we'll be measuring the index for both of them. Whichever it will be the greatest by this max, it will be returned. So let's check it out for the same one. When I run here, it's 6. Here there will be 6 blocks. So first mountain will be from 0 to 5, as well as the second mountain from 5 to 7. So making it 0 to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. And here we will have 1, 2, 3. So 6 is the largest, making it longest mountain in an array. So if we come to time complexity, here it is iterating for each and every number, which makes it order of n. Here also it is iterating. So in the worst case, it can go to the extreme right as well as it can go to the extreme left. So it makes order of n square. So hope you understood the solution for longest mountain in an array. The code I'll give in the GitHub link, which will be in the description below. So if you understood this video, give a like to my video. And if you are new to my channel, don't go without subscribing it. So let's meet in the next video with different content on Python. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.